and we move to the next question. Here we go. In the movie The Godfather, the term going to the mattresses means that a mafia family is about to A, go to war with another crime family, B, give up their life of crime, C, return to the country of their forefather, or D, use some of the savings they have kept.
Go to war with another family.
Go to war, final answer. Very good, my friend. That is right. You've just won yourself some more money. Your pot increases as you get closer to your destination. All right. Next question. The Dundas Center for the Performing Arts was formerly a school of hospitality known as A, the Dundas Civic Center, B, the Dundas Day School, C, the National Hotel Institute, or D, the Mackey Street Training Center.
Is it a hotel performing arts center?
Pardon me?
I go call somebody there.
You call somebody. You want to do a mobile shout-out?
Mobile shout-out.
BTC will appreciate that right now. Who we calling?
Shantavia.
Shantavia.
Hello.
Hi, Shantavia.
Hey.
How you doing today? Good. My name is Chikozi, and I'm the host of the new game show called Jitney 242. And I have here with me your friend, what's your name?
Samuel Penman.
Samuel Penman. And he has got himself into a little jam and needs your help. All right?
Okay.
Now, he's stuck on a question. Let's see if you can answer the question for him. The question reads, the Dundas Center for the Performing Arts was formerly known as the School of Hospitality as A, the Dundas Civic Center, B, the Dundas Day School, C, the National Hotel Institute, or D, the Mackey Street Training Center.
The Mackey Street?
You think it's Mackey Street Training Center?
I guess.
You guess. All right. She's guessing it's the Mackey Street Training Center. What say you? You agree with her answer, or do you want to take something else?
I agree with the answer.
You agree with her answer? Okay, he's going to agree with you. And I want you to know, by way of phone, that you helped slaughter this man, because that was the wrong answer. It was the Dundas Civic Center. All right? All right.
Okay.
Thanks very much for playing. All right. That's 2 strikes, 3 strikes. Where we at? That's 3 strikes. My friend, Penman, thanks for playing. That's 3 strikes and you're out. But the good side of it is, you leave with a Vitamalt, you get a free bus ride. All right? That ain't bad to playing JT 242. All right. Thanks very much, my brother. Next time on the JT 242 ride, I don't know who it could be. Maybe it could be you.
You're watching the ZNS Network, the People's Station.
Coming up in the news tonight, the Free National Movement kicking off its campaign machinery on Grand Bahama. More vaccines rolled out over the weekend. And tourism inducting 2 new fly-in ambassadors. The Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, starts now.
This is the Bahamas Tonight, Northern Edition.
This is the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. Good evening, all. I'm Megan Shepard. Thank you so much for tuning in. Topping news, the Free National Movement kicking off its election campaign here on Grand Bahama over the weekend. The drive-in rally taking place just hours after the party's candidates filed nominations for the September 16th elections. FNM leader Dr. Hubert Minnis heading a list of speakers. He says the party's 5 candidates will make a clean sweep to victory. Jamila Mizik reports.
The Free National Movement officially kicking off the election season with a mass rally on Grants Bahama drive-through style to abide by COVID safety protocols. The nation's leader, Prime Minister, the Most Honorable Dr. Hubert Minnis, on island for the event, joined by the 5 candidates for each of the constituencies in Grants Bahama. The Prime Minister outlining his administration's plans for the island if elected for a second term. These plans include investments for Grants Bahama and a Home Porting Act.
Carnival and Royal Caribbean have agreed to a new combined investment of approximately $350 million in the Grand Bahama shipyard. You might recall that the original investment and other investments to date in the shipyard have totaled approximately $250 million. The new investment will match this and exceed it by $100 million. The proposed infrastructure works will replace the 2 damaged docks with larger ones. This will mean a notable increase in employment and economic activity on Grand Bahama. The expansion of the Grand Bahama shipyard will begin as early. Listen to me now, listen to me. The expansion, that is work for you, will begin as early as October of this year. The government continues to work with Carnival on the permitting process for the Carnival Cruise Port project. We expect to break ground shortly.
Dr. Minnis also sharing plans for healthcare reform on the island, noting that the government is working on the design for Phase 2 of the Ram Memorial Hospital, a 4-story expansion, as well as plans for the Grants Bahama International Airport.
Doctors Hospital has announced its new hospital project here in Grand Bahama. And work on this new private hospital will begin this year and is being done in partnership with Cleveland Clinic. Grand Bahama, in our next term, you are going to get a brand new world-class international airport. The government has approved the new Discovery Bay project in Grand Bahama, and the Vela Group intends to develop a mixed-use resort consisting of a 25-key boutique hotel and restaurant, 30 residential estate lots, 12 townhouses, 12 bungalows, a beachfront rental pavilion, a 30-slip marina to be situated in the existing canal system, and a back-of-house facility. At the end of all its phase, this development will exceed $100 million.
The Prime Minister encouraging residents to support the 5 candidates in Grants Bahama so that they would be able to finish the work that was started.
Our party has led the Bahamas in this term through its worst times. Hurricane Dorian hit in September 2019 as the worst storm ever in the history of the Bahamas. And 6 months later, we were in the pandemic. But despite the challenges, the FNM has kept fighting for Bahamians. We are fighting for your future. We have worked hard to rebuild what was damaged. We have worked hard to save lives. We have worked hard to save and restore our economy. Our party exists to advance the interests of all Bahamians.
Jamila Mizik, ZNS Network News.
Now, early voting for the upcoming general election will be held next Thursday, September 9th. All eligible registered voters 65 years or older, overseas voters, and other voters in the specified categories may apply to vote in the advance poll. Voting centers will be established for each constituency. Voting in the early poll for the Marcos City constituency will be held at the Jack Hayward Gym, Pine Ridge, and the Jack Hayward Junior School. Advance poll voting for Central and East Grand Bahama will be held at St. George's High, and West Grand Bahama will be held at the 8 Mile Rock High School Gym. Advance poll voting will take place 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. on September 9th. Application forms for early voting must be submitted by September 4th. Eligible overseas voters must complete and submit the application Form J to their nearest Bahamas consular or High Commission officer for onward submission to the parliamentary registrations head offices in New Providence on or before August 27th. The Form J is available at Bahamas Consular, High Commission Office, or the Parliamentary Registration Department, Freeport, or Administrator's Office, 8 Mile Rock. Scores of Grand Bahamians turning up at the Foster B. Pastina Center over the weekend to take their shot of the Pfizer or Johnson & Johnson vaccine. Organizers say day one of the rollout was a complete success, and they're hopeful that it will continue as more persons make appointments to take the jab. Rumiko Knowles has more.
The line was long and the sun was scorching, but it was not deterring these Bahamians from taking the jab. Some stood with umbrellas and others just waited in line until they got inside. Member of the National COVID-19 Consultative Committee, Dr. Danny Davis, says it's a good sign.
It's going well. Excellent turnout from the Grand Bahamians. We're really pleased about that. We do have a lot more persons than we anticipated, but the good thing is we do have the nursing staff in place to work our way through this line, and we have sufficient vaccines. So once again, we appeal to the public. If you have an appointment, come in at your appointment time, and we will process you through the day.
Davis says they are elated at the overwhelming response from residents and Grand Bahamians.
We love it. We love it. This says that Grand Bahamians are now saying to themselves, we want to get vaccinated. So we're here today to make that happen. And like I said earlier, even though we have a bit of a line, we're convinced that we have sufficient inventory of vaccines on site today, and we have sufficient nurses to work our way through this, so we're going to do it.
He adds that their objective is to put a dent in the pandemic by putting shots in arms, and they will do what is necessary to accommodate the load.
We have nursing staff out of Nassau. We have nursing staff from the Ram Memorial Hospital. And we also have some private nurses as well who are participating today to help us meet the demand that's present. We're always appealing. If you've got a medical background, if you don't have a medical background, there's a role for you at a vaccination center that will help us put an end to this pandemic. So we ask you, regardless of your skill set or whether you think it's suited or not, please get yourself signed up, come up. We have many roles to fill, not all of them are medical.
And for those who are not sure as to whether to take the vaccine, Davis says to look around.
So look at the line outside in front right now and recognize that your neighbors, your friends, they're making the decision to come and get vaccinated. And I'm just going to simply appeal to them to look at what's available out there and make that decision as well. It's a personal decision, but of course you can appreciate from my position, the appeal is to come and get vaccinated and help us put an end to this pandemic.
And with the FDA's approval of the Pfizer vaccine, he believes it should build confidence among those who still have reservations about the vaccine. Rumiko Knowles, ZNS Network News.
Now, the rollout of the Pfizer and Johnson & Johnson vaccines will continue at St. Mary Magdalene Anglican Church in West End tomorrow, August 31st, from 9 a.m. to 12 noon. And at the YMTA building in Hunters tomorrow from 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. Then on Wednesday, September 1st, from 9 a.m. to 12 noon for the Pfizer and Johnson & Johnson vaccines only. Persons wishing to receive the vaccines are asked to visit vax.gov.bs to make an appointment. Those experiencing challenges with registration are asked to call 727-8036 or 727-8038 from 8:30 a.m. to 2 p.m. Persons are asked to report to the vaccination centers 15 minutes before their appointment time and take along their National Insurance Smart Card. Walk-ins are welcomed. A record high 27 COVID-19 deaths being reported in the Ministry of Health's latest release. All are from Grand Bahama, and they took place over a 5-month period from April 16th through August 24th, taking the nationwide death toll to 381. 108 new cases of the virus also being reported, 80 in New Providence, 10 in Grand Bahama, 4 in Eleuthera, 3 each in Andros and Cat Island, 2 apiece in Acklands and Crooked Island, while Abaco, Exuma, Long Island, and San Salvador all have 1 new case for a total of 18,139. One of the New Providence cases, along with a case from Exuma, have a travel history in the past 14 days. Hospitalizations sit at 169. 28 are in Grand Bahama, with 4 people in the intensive care unit. 2,980 cases remain active. There have been 11 new recoveries, bringing that total to 14,665. In other news, 21 migrants handed over to immigration officers on Grand Bahama on Saturday. U.S. Coast Guard cutter Bernard Weber transporting 14 adult males, including 2 minors and 7 females, to the Freeport Harbor. Reports say they were interdicted on Tuesday evening, 1 nautical mile east of Juno Beach, Florida, on board a Bahamian registered vessel that was piloted by 2 Bahamians suspected of being smugglers. They were detained by U.S. officials for further investigation related to human smuggling. The migrants, meantime, were taken to the Immigration Department for processing. Charges are expected to be filed before the court this week. And more illegal migrants found on Grand Bahama. Reports say that around noon on Friday, immigration and police officers armed with a search warrant proceeded to an apartment complex off Midshipman Road, where they found 15 adult Haitian males and a male minor, along with 13 adult females and a female minor. They were not able to produce proof of legal status in the country and were taken into custody. They were subsequently charged before Magistrate Simone Brown with illegal landing and overstaying. They all pled guilty and were ordered deported to Haiti. The group has since been flown to the capital to be housed at the Carmichael Road Detention Center until repatriated to their homeland. Additionally, 2 Cuban males were arraigned in court number 4 to answer charges brought against them by the Immigration Department for illegal landing. The pair also pled guilty and were convicted and ordered deported to their country of origin. They have since been flown to the capital to await repatriation to Cuba. And meantime, the Bahamas Ministry of Tourism inducting the newest fly-in ambassadors for the country. The program aims to induct private pilots who will help to promote the islands of the Bahamas as a place to visit and explore. The Ministry of Tourism's Fly-In Ambassadors program is an extension of the ministry's sales and marketing team to help promote the islands of the Bahamas as a destination for private pilots to visit and enjoy. Senior Director of Vertical Markets Greg Roll says that this new partnership with this husband and wife team is significant.
They go out there and they convince other private pilots how to fly the aircraft to the islands of the Bahamas. One thing with private pilots the ambassador has in place, they have a great area of influence in the area of their marketplace. And today we have Valerie Tablet and husband Eric, and they will be our newest flying ambassador. It's a husband and wife team, and when you team up, it's always a good plus. I just want to say a special thank you to Valerie and also to Eric. And what is so significant about this combination, Valerie, some 2 years ago, she teamed up with Steve-O, and they put together a flying video. And that video netted some close to 3 million views on YouTube.
General Manager for the Grand Bahama Ministry of Tourism Office, Stephen Johnson, officially inducting Captain Valerie Talbot and Captain Eric Larson as flying ambassadors.
This is millions of dollars to the economy of Grand Bahama and to the Bahamas in general. And so we are really, really grateful, Greg, to you and your team. We know the Deputy Director General Ellison Tommy Thompson has been instrumental in letting you flex throughout the world to promote. And I know our Director General and our Minister, everybody's happy. And so I'd like to present you, both of you, with your credentials. And I guess I gotta call you Captain, eh?
Now, Captain Valerie will be the second female pilot to be inducted as an ambassador and says she is honored to be a part of the team. Captain Eric adding that they have visited the island on several occasions and he is excited to promote the destination in an official capacity.
It is an absolute honor to be a flying ambassador, especially as a woman. And my goal is always to influence new pilots and women pilot and fly over the Bahamas. It is a very, very simple flight, especially from Florida. I mean, the wait that we had to do for the weather was a lot longer than the flight itself. It was about 20, 30 minutes that it took us. And it was magnificent.
Freeport is a mainstay for us. We've been here boating and fishing and flying, and it's an honor to get this award and become a part of the team for once, helping and supporting as we've always done and will do in the future, and grab as many people as we can to help the islands and enjoy what the islands have to offer, which is unlimited.
Megan Shepard, ZNS Network News. Stay with us, there's more news right after this break.
Down now.
Treat of large and small generators, propane and butane stoves, LED flashlights, fuel canisters, coolers, batteries, gas and electric chainsaws, cooking supplies, tarps, matches, duct tape, and more.
Hi, I'm Olympia Ferguson from Budget Pest Control. On Grand Bahama, there are only two types of homes, those with termites and those that will have termites. The signs you should look for are drywood termite fecal pellets, subterranean termite shelter tubes, and of course, damaged wood. We now have on Grand Bahama the Coptotermes formosanus, or the super termite, which can do extreme damage in a very short period of time. To know more and to protect your investment, contact the termite experts at Budget Pest Control. With us, it's not just a company behind you, but a family. We are located on 13 Forest Avenue. Call us today at 351-7378.
Best rate, no delay. Best rate, no delay.
BTC gives more savings on the best fiber internet. It's super fast with super savings in every package. Compare and see for yourself. Enjoy the best home internet experience for all your work, study, and entertainment.
Best rate, no delay. Best rate, no delay.
Visit a BTC store to sign up for the best internet experience on the Bahamas' best fiber network.
Third Dimension on Yellow Pine Street introduces its new home improvement center. Step into our brand new, fully stocked showroom for the latest in doors, tiles, housewares, kitchenwares, bathwares, vanities, power tools, electrical, and plumbing supplies. So stop by our showroom to view our full range of products or call the Home Advisor hotline at 602-0935 today. We are your home advisors.
When you're operating at the highest standards, something remarkable happens. You don't just meet your goals, you exceed them. You don't just respond to needs, you anticipate them.
And you know that failure comes with consequences. You deserve the best we have to offer. And this is why we're working to ensure that we deliver on our commitments.
And we will take responsibility when we don't.
You have high expectations.
And we're committed to doing what it takes to exceed them.
Your #1 news team covering the North. The Bahamas Tonight, Northern Edition.
Welcome back. As public school students return to the virtual learning platform today, some private institutions on Grand Bahama are following suit. In this report, the principal of the Bishop Michael Eldon School shares their plans for the new school year set to begin next week. Jamila Mizik reports.
The new school year for students of Bishop Michael Eldon School will begin on September 6th, that according to Principal Pro Tem Cheryl Wood. She says the school will return to the virtual learning platform in compliance with the Ministry of Education's recommendations. Wood noting that it may be a challenge for some parents, however, they empathize with them.
We have not gotten a whole lot from parents yet, but we know the challenges that are related to virtual learning, particularly for the working parent. But our objective, our primary objective, is to keep families safe, to keep children, teachers, and staff members safe. And I know that our parents will understand what it is we are trying to do.
Now, Wood admits there are challenges related to using an online platform as opposed to face-to-face instruction.
The main challenge is for those younger students who really need somebody sitting with them. And I'm talking about the 3-year-olds, the 4-year-olds, maybe up to about grade 2, who really need somebody with them. And the challenge is really related to the working parent who may not have that time. Even if they're working at home, sometimes it's a challenge for them to keep up with their early learner. So that's one of the challenges. We also had challenges related to those classes that have a coursework component attached to it. And I'm talking about classes like home economics where you actually have to cook. Sometimes it may not be a realistic thing to expect a child to cook in his or her kitchen when you really need the guidance of your home ec teacher. Science comes with coursework, so does geography and history. And then, the PE teachers had found it where they had to be really creative.
She says the school is doing its best to assist students as much as possible and will continue to assist those students who may need devices.
We want students to continue to be engaged in learning while they are at home. And so if you don't have the tools at home, well, then we have to do what must be done, because we want to ensure that every child is current, is getting what is necessary for them to continue with their studies.
And Wood notes that it is their desire to return to face-to-face learning. However, they will be guided by the advice of the Ministry of Education. Shamila Mizik, ZNS Network News.
Well, it's back to school for children in the northern Bahamas, and although it will be conducted virtually for some learning institutions, the Reach Out Youth Organization has not ceased in its efforts to ease the burden on parents. The organization has partnered with Alive to host a back-to-school giveaway over the weekend. President Dudley Sage says he is thankful to God for allowing him the opportunity to continuously be a blessing to the community.
We had an opportunity today to give about 500 backpacks. We also did groceries for the first 300 persons. We did care packages for the kids, biscuits, juices for the kids. But today was an awesome experience. I know Grand Bahama is going through a difficult time, but Alive called me about a week ago and said they want to partner along with me. And today we had an opportunity to bless a lot of families. Cars were parked here from Friday at 5 p.m. So I can tell you the needs that the folks have here on the island. There's a lot of families, finding the difficulties right now to put food on the table. So we just didn't want to do a back-to-school giveaway. We wanted to give them supplies and also give them grocery items for their family to bring some relief.
Alive's mobile sales manager, Wanda Strawn, says they were happy to partner with the Reach Out Youth Organization for the giveaway.
We are excited for what we saw here today. As you can see, it's already finished, and we were supposed to end at 12, but because of the enormous amount of cars that came with children looking for books, looking for snacks, and we're just so excited to be able to bless so many families. And we hope that going forward, Alive as well as Rev would be able to step in and help make a difference in the lives of our Bahamian children.
The Falcons Boys Club, helping to make back-to-school preparations a bit easier for 4 young men, are part of the mentorship program. Director Darren Roll says that the donation to the young men is in honor of longtime partner and activist, the late Kendall KCX Colebrook. Colebrook's sister on hand for the donation of uniform funds.
KC was a motivator. He was a freedom fighter.
He was someone that got involved in the community after he found a cause and took the opportunity to be able to do so. So these 4 young men who are going to get these uniforms this afternoon, these are young men who have been a part of the Falcons Boys Club, who've been coming out with the various functions that we do here at the Champs Community Center. And the Falcons Boys Club is in partnership with Champs Missions out of the United States of America. I am truly thankful that Casey Colebrook took time out of his financial resources and took time out of his motivational opportunity to be able to encourage the Falcons Boys Club. I can see myself right here, right now, when we were about to paint inside this building. Casey came by when he came to Grand Bahama and spent about an hour and a half here with me at this community center. So this afternoon, these 4 young men who are benefiting, they're benefiting in the memory of Kendall Casey Colebrook.
I'm glad and I appreciate what everybody has done, and I'm here to just to give out and be the support of the Colebrook family to these young men today.
Now, the donation was made in partnership with many businesses throughout the community. Roll says he is thankful for the continued partnerships that make these initiatives possible. 2 of the young men present expressed their gratitude.
Thank you for the uniform that I've been given today, and thank you for in memory of Kendall Colebrook.
Thank you for the uniform and in memory of Kendall Colebrook.
And don't go away, our Facebook friend of the day still to come.
Elevate your fiber home internet and unlock an unlimited mobile experience. Lucaya Service Company Limited, Lusco, would like to advise all motorists that the eastern-bound lanes of the Casuarina Bridge will be closed effective September 1st, 2021. The western-bound lanes will be converted to single lanes for east and westbound traffic. All pedestrians and motorists must comply with the posted signage. All motorists must drive with due care and attention while traversing the bridge. Lucaya Service Company Limited apologizes for any inconvenience caused.
Island Bedding is the Bahamas' leading manufacturer in mattress sets. But did you know we also carry top quality products like pillows, comforters, sheets, and much more. Our furniture line is also expanding to meet the needs of those rebuilding. We have bedroom sets, sofa beds, recliners, accent pieces, and so much more. Come and experience Island Bedding today, where everybody deserves their own island.
Hi, I'm Wes. I like to put some shoes on your feet.
Hi, I would like to put some shoes on your feet.
Hi, I want to put some shoes on your feet.
I want to put some shoes on your feet.
Hi, I want to put some shoes on your feet.
Let us put shoes on your feet.
Best rate, no delay. Best rate, no delay.
BTC gives more savings on the best fiber internet. It's super fast with super savings in every package. Compare and see for yourself. Enjoy the best home internet experience for all your work, study, and entertainment.
Best rate, no delay. Best rate, no delay.
Visit a BTC store to sign up for the best internet experience on the Bahamas' best fiber network.
The quality goes in before the name goes on, and I can say that about this juice and Jamaica Bahama products.
Well, normally I buy the pigeon peas because it tends to be more natural and it's something that we grow in our yard, and so when I don't have any, that's the next substitute, best thing for it.
My favorite product is the corned beef, the taste and the texture. When I cook it, there's nothing much you need to add in it. It's very delicious.
Could you tell me why you choose JBI coconut water?
Well, personally, it just tastes better to me. I saw the brand, the flag, the Bahamian flag actually attracted me.
JBI is the best. You know, we're American and we're new down here, and we tried other brands, and JBI, the jasmine and rice brand, was the best.
I cook a lot of soup,
and it's really good. I love the flavor. It's better than the other ones.
Because it's very authentic, and I just love your product.
Buy JBI.
Your #1 news team covering the North. The Bahamas Tonight, Northern Edition.
Talia Reckley, you are our Facebook friend of the day, and we thank you so much for your support. That's going to do it for us here in the North, but be sure to stay tuned as the Bahamas Tonight continues. On behalf of the entire news team, I'm Megan Shepard. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Coming up in the Bahamas Tonight, the national report, 27 COVID deaths over a 5-month stretch. COVID care consuming health resources. The results of national exams are in. And in Eleuthera, the next rallying stop. Those stories and more when the Bahamas Tonight, the national report, returns.
Hurricane season is here, so now's the time to start checking off your list. Make note of what you have. Test your batteries, radio, flashlights, and the expiry date on your first aid kit. You may have to replace a few things. Then make sure you have at least 1 gallon of drinking water per day for each person, 2 weeks supply of non-perishable food, a cooler for ice, and if you have an infant, pack a bag of baby items. Keep spare toilet paper, paper towels, and sanitation wipes, along with cleanup supplies, trash bags, waterproof packaging for personal documents, and mosquito repellent. Have 2 extra face masks per person and enough hand sanitizer and life vests for everyone in the household. And have a plan. If shelter gets compromised, plan with household members beforehand how you will escape. That might mean having a knife, axe, crowbar, or other tool to pry open a door, window, or roofing in an emergency. For more information and a full hurricane prep checklist, visit znsbahamas.com.
This portion of the news is brought to you by BTC Super Fast Internet for Less. Best rate, no debate. Sign up today.
Good evening, I'm Akush Lapinda. Welcome to the Bahamas Tonight, the national report. Thanks so much for tuning in. Gripping stats coming out of the latest COVID dashboard, a testament to the severity of the virus and its strain. Some 27 deaths previously classified as under investigation have been confirmed as due to COVID. The deaths occurring during the 5-month period of April to August. The victims all Grand Bahama residents, 18 or 66.67% of them female, 33.33% males. This while 20 deaths remain under investigation and 164 people are in hospital battling the virus. 15 of these people are in intensive care units, 7 at Doctors Hospital, 4 at the Princess Margaret Hospital, and another 4 at Grand Bahama Health Services. As for new cases, Saturday saw another 108. Of that number, 80 are on New Providence, 10 on Grand Bahama, 4 on Eleuthera, 3 each on Andros and Cat Island, another 2 each on Acklands and Crooked Island, and 1 each on Exuma, Abaco, Long Island, and San Salvador, for a countrywide count of 18,139. Well, Doctors Hospital in a serious bind, one that has prompted its CEO to issue yet another urgent message. And while it's one you've heard before, Dr. Charles Diggers certainly feels it's one worth repeating. Managing through a punishing level of excess use of its resources, Doctors Hospital is not only out of space, but out of staff. As Diggers candidly puts it, they're being tried and tested in an unprecedented way as COVID care consumes resources and the safety of non-COVID patients is threatened. Decisions are now being made about who gets to be put on the ventilator and who does not. At last count, the hospital was wrestling 9 ventilated patients at its western location and 5 on Shirley Street with just 1 working ventilator left. Meantime, Princess Margaret Hospital officials not taking any chances. Strapped with increasing COVID patients, they've come up with a strategy to expedite the triage process for emergency care and subsequent treatment. And that calls for those showing up to the hospital's emergency department for care to bring a copy of the test results of their PCR or rapid antigen test done within 72 hours. In the event you're unsure of what is a medical emergency, that's an acute injury or illness posing an immediate risk to a person's life or long-term health. For instance, chest pain, head injury, uncontrollable bleeding, loss of consciousness, major trauma or accident, asthma, severe allergic reaction, extensive burn injuries, fractures, broken bones, deep lacerations and cuts, obstetric emergencies, complications of seizure disorders, and psychiatric emergencies. Should you suspect you or someone you know has COVID-19 or has been exposed, please advise the emergency medical dispatcher. If you are coming to the emergency department by private vehicle, call 326-7014 before you arrive to allow staff to prepare. Well, the country's worsening third wave of COVID-19 has a former health minister calling on Bahamians to take a proactive approach to beat back this global menace. His advice coming as nearly 30 people are added to the list of those who've lost the battle in this ongoing health war. He spoke with our Cleopatra Murphy.
Former Minister of Health Dr. Dwayne Sands warns the Bahamas is not in a good place as new COVID-19 cases in the country continue to surge. The Bahamas has already recorded more than 3,000 new COVID-19 cases for the month of August, the largest figure in a single month since the start of the COVID-19 pandemic, based on data provided up to August 28th.
Every single one of us needs to take personal responsibility. First of all, get vaccinated. This is no time now to, well, I think I will, or maybe I can wait. No, go get vaccinated.
Sands' warning comes also as the nation's death toll continues to rise, and COVID-19 now accounts for 318 deaths in the Bahamas, 27 of them announced in Saturday's health dashboard, with cases previously under investigation backdated as far as April 16th. The youngest of the group, a 19-year-old male. With the nation's healthcare system stretched beyond capacity, he also urges the public to exercise preventative measures that can save lives.
The second thing, wear your mask. The third thing, stay away from people that you don't know. Wash your hands. Those are some pretty simple things. And the last thing is you don't need to be hanging up in no bar. You don't need to be hanging up in any closed restaurant. COVID is a serious problem. It is causing the near collapse of our hospitals and clinics. And this is a big, big, big problem that requires all of us to do our part.
Sands believes vaccination will go a long way in helping the country to gain control of what has already become a dire situation. With AstraZeneca, Johnson & Johnson, and Pfizer now in country, Bahamians can have their pick of vaccine. Recognizing that vaccine hesitancy still lingers, Sands says he is willing to speak with people directly to ease their fears.
If people are still hesitant, they still have some concerns, give me a call. Send me a text, send me a WhatsApp. I've shared my number over and over. I'll say it again, 424-729-7290. That's this phone, okay? Give me a call, send me a text. If you have questions, I'm happy to answer them for you, let you know what the science is, let you know what the evidence is. But go get vaccinated.
As of August 28th, 146,738 vaccine doses had been administered, 91,967 people had received one vaccine dose, and 57,593 people had been fully vaccinated against COVID-19. Cleopatra Murphy, SAT&S Network News.
Crossing over now to news from education, a reported vast improvement in national examinations, which the education minister sees as a boost of confidence in the system despite continued challenges. Here's Keishla Adderley with the story.
Education officials start the school year on a high note, celebrating a higher rate of students making the grade in national exams. Officials say 9,552 BJC candidates sat 13 subjects this year, marking an 8.2% increase in grades awarded and in student performance.
This year, 1,804. or 10.09% of the 17,000 plus grades given
during this year's exam, BGCSE exam, were A's. A's. Of course, this is commendable. And we believe that this is a positive trajectory, that we are excited to see our students proceed. Overall, 50.44% of the grades awarded were to candidates earning A through C. And additionally, this year, a total of 550 candidates received at least a C grade or above in 5 or more subjects. Of the 9,552 BJC candidates, 1,164 of them received a grade of C or higher in 5 or more subjects. And this represents an astounding 12.19% increase, 12.19% of the overall candidature and 7.48% increase when compared to last year. Last year, it only had 1,083 candidates who obtained this distinction.
The BGCSE results also marking high. 17,874 grades were awarded in 27 subjects, representing an 18.91% increase in grades awarded and higher A through C performance rates. Looking to produce similar or better results by the end of this academic year, officials began another year of virtual learning today. Education Director Marcellus Taylor reporting no hitches, but reminding students to secure virtual access.
There are some students who may not be logging on because of things like, in addition to the internet connectivity that Mr. Anderson talked about, because some of them don't remember their passwords. So we have something set up so that if students have forgotten their password, they can contact their school, and the school-based systems administrator can reset their password for them. So any student who is out there trying to get on, doesn't remember their password, they must contact their school, and their school-based systems administrator will reset so that they can enter a new password.
Meantime, private schools are permitted to hold in-person learning under certain conditions. Education Permanent Secretary Lorraine Ambrister on the terms.
Following collaboration with the Ministry of Health, it was determined that any private school which wished to engage in face-to-face instructions should engage in those only at a rate of 50%. A number of schools have come forward and have asked to engage in face-to-face instructions, and we have extended the conditional approvals given for the last school year to allow them to go at 50%.
Meantime, focus remains on the COVID numbers, with cases cracking 18,000 this weekend, and a big part of the equation for the timing of the return to school. Keishla Adderley, ZNS Network News.
Well, the results of national exams coming as thousands of students and teachers, as you just heard, head back to virtual classroom for another academic year amid COVID-19. And as our Desmond Saunders tells us, they're doing so with both a degree of optimism and apprehension.
Virtual learning has become the dominant teaching method within the public school system with the recent surge in COVID-19 cases. Principal at the A.F. Adley School, Dr. Regina Rumer, says high student achievement remains a priority after encountering many setbacks with the new virtual platform. She's now calling for more parent-student involvement.
Packages would be work for the students. A number of packages were prepared, and students did not take advantage of this opportunity to come and collect their packages, do their assignments, return it. And so this year we would like to see better cooperation with the parents, ensuring that if they don't have a device, to please come and collect one of the packages.
Despite the onslaught of challenges brought on by the COVID-19 pandemic, principal at the C.H. Reeves Junior High School, Dr. Sterling McPhee, says he's optimistic about the start of the new school term.
Last year, we were immersed in the virtual process, and I do believe teachers have developed skills. They've developed, they've grown. They've grown in areas they may not have ordinarily grown in had we not gone to the virtual platform. So I can say that this year, I do believe, generally speaking, that our teachers will be better prepared because of last year. And I really and truly support, the Ministry of Education's decision to begin this year in a virtual platform, because we have to think about the health of our children and, of course, family and workers as well.
While some view face-to-face learning as a most effective teaching method, many agree that remote learning will remain here for quite some time. Teaching professionals now calling for a greater collaboration between parents and teachers to achieve success. Desmond Saunders, ZNS Network News.
Well, stay with us. We've got more news after the break. You're watching the Bahamas Tonight, the National Report.
And remember to tune in to the Morning Edition with LaDawn Davis and Charles Fisher at 7 o'clock weekday mornings. We also have news updates at every hour starting at 2 p.m. You can then watch the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, at 6:30 and the National Report live at 7 p.m. All right here on the ZNS Network.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Sun Oil. Shell's Summer of Fun.
Hear that? If you listen closely, you can hear the heartbeat of a nation. That unique sound of a great country pounding with colorful history, a rich culture, and unwavering ambition. When you look around, you recognize its pulse. The people who love to celebrate, who identify with triumph, a people who know how to be our brother's keeper. Commonwealth Bank, built by Bahamians, here for Bahamians, Bahamians helping Bahamians.
Elevate your experience with BTC Superfast Fiber Home Internet, which unlocks unlimited mobile talk, data, and roaming for as low as $50 per line. Enjoy more savings and value with internet speeds of up to 600 megabits per second and all the connectivity you need on the go. An elevated experience starts with BTC at home, powering unlimited mobile talk, data, and roaming plus great savings. Visit a BTC store or btcbahamas.com for more details.
You know that feeling you get when you have an uncontrollable desire for fried chicken? That's the KFC, a substance that stimulates your senses to identify the aroma of our secret recipe or an extra crispy crunch from any distance. It's invisible to the naked eye, but you can feel it traveling throughout your body, taking control so you can enjoy a juicy bite of KFC. Ignite your senses with KFC.
Health is the greatest gift. That's where we come in. Bahamas Medical and Surgical Supplies is a premier distributor of medical equipment, as well as medical and surgical consumables. Our engineers are always on hand, providing top care service that saves lives. We carry a wide selection of over-the-counter and prescription items, IV fluids, and other injections. Our products are state-of-the-art, and our entire team stays on top of cutting-edge technology. With more than 2 decades of dedicated service, Bahamas Medical and Surgical Supplies continues to be a trendsetter and innovator in healthcare. We have set ourselves apart by truly caring for our customers. We understand the intricacies of healthcare, and we produce spectacular results. We cherish our partnerships and nurture our friendships as we continue on our quest to help everyone maintain that wonderful gift of good health. Find us on 9th Fifth Terrace, Centerville, right in the heart of the medical service epicenter of Nassau, Bahamas.
Tourism today. Bahamas Tourism today.
The Bahamas Bowl is the longest-running international college football game in the world, providing partners, alumni, fans, and sponsors with a first-class experience while promoting the Bahamas.
After all we've endured these past 16 months, a wilderness of sorts across every segment of our tourism product, we are, with great excitement, looking forward to this year's Bowl Games. Needless to say, we have all been deeply impacted by this terrible pandemic, and we are still reeling from its effects. But in life, there's always hope. And the return of the Bahamas Bowl represents just that. It represents hope. Hope for our partners, hope for the players, their families and friends, hope for our visitors, and hope for Bahamians. The extraordinary resilience my people have displayed across the length and breadth of this nation in the face of the worst global health crisis in 100 years has been unmatched around the globe and makes me proud to call these islands the best little islands in the world home. We have shared our home with you for the past 7 years to make Bahamas Bowl happen, and we are immensely proud that despite the ongoing crisis, we get to do it again. As the longest-running international bowl game in college football history, there is no doubt in my mind that the Bahamas Bowl is among the events that have contributed to this island destination becoming the international sports event mecca of the Caribbean.
The 7th Bahamas Bowl will take place in Nassau, Bahamas on December 17, 2021 at Thomas A. Robinson Stadium. The game will be televised internationally on ESPN. I'm Joshua Robbins, and this is Tourism Today.
This portion of the news was brought to you by McDonald's. McDonald's, I'm loving it.
$100 million, the amount of revenue the government's generated over the last fiscal year, which, according to the pre-election economic and fiscal update report released this weekend, is 10% higher than budgeted due to a rebounding economy in the second half of the fiscal year. The report also illustrating the provisional budget deficit of $1.348 billion. That's roughly in line with the budgeted deficit target of $1.327 billion previously approved by Parliament, missing the projected target by 1.6%. Now, the government credits increased pending allocations to extend the unemployment and food assistance programs and securing funding to expand the Princess Margaret Hospital for this achievement. The government now has $64.3 million remaining in undisclosed arrears, down from the $362 million initially reported in 2018. And in spite of the twin catastrophes of Hurricane Dorian and the current COVID-19 pandemic, the report states that the government has paid off $700 million of the last administration's bills and commitments, as well as $109 million in outstanding payables that equals under a half month's total expenditure based on average total monthly spending from the last fiscal year. In fact, the report details that the new government elected on September 16th will have the prospect of some $800 million in unknown liabilities. The Free National Movement taking its election campaign to the Family Islands tonight with a drive-in rally in North Eleuthera. The venue, the North Eleuthera Shopping Center parking lot, where supporters will hear the party's plan, if elected, the next government of the Bahamas. Tonight's rally follows the party's election launch in Grand Bahama Friday and here in New Providence on Saturday. Tune into the ZNS Network at 8 o'clock tonight to watch the FNM's North Eleuthera rally. Meantime, several progressive Liberal Party candidates taking time off the campaign trail to seek divine intervention and guidance as the general election draws near. The party hopefuls assembled at the Living Waters Kingdom Ministries on Sunday, delivering the charge, Pastor Raymond Wells.
Learning from your mistakes and the mistakes of others only make you wiser, better, and more impactful. Repeating your mistakes and repeating the mistakes of others makes you insane.
Candidates also called on to follow and adhere to a code of ethics for leadership.
Character is so powerful, it protects, Brother Miller, vision and power. The foundation of leadership is character. The first C is what? The second C is what? Competence. Competence has to do with skillfulness. It has to do with knowledge. It has to do with aptitude. Capability. What's this? Smartness. Just for 1 and 8, this book of the law that's knowledge, shall not depart from your mouth. That's what you say. But you shall meditate on it day and night so you can have sense. That you may observe, here it is, to do according to all that is written therein.
Well, CARICOM seriously concerned about what it calls a growing crisis in Haiti, pointing to a grave political, constitutional, security, and humanitarian crisis there. While CARICOM has made several visits to the island in recent years, the Haitian government has reportedly failed to accept assistance, turning instead to the OAS. Still, policy positions have been put forward by CARICOM, including the need for free and fair general elections as soon as possible, overseen by domestic and international observers. A Haitian-led solution to its crisis, increased respect within country of the standing constitution, the rule of law and human rights in accordance with the Caribbean Community Charter of Civil Society, and institutional development, including strengthening of its electoral capacity. CARICOM's peaked concern comes on the heels of Haiti's deadly earthquake and the assassination of its Haitian president. Despite such setbacks, CARICOM remains confident, though, that better days remain a possibility for the Haitian people.
This portion of the news was brought to you by McDonald's. McDonald's, I'm loving it.
Activate your power with the new Scotia Card MasterCard Debit. Experience the power of convenience with speedy payments made with a simple tap. Feel the power of safety with enhanced security from our chip and pin technology, which grants you extra protection at the ATM, online, and at point of sale protection. Your access is granted. Make purchases here or when you choose to travel with priceless MasterCard offers. Activate your power with the new Scotiabank MasterCard Debit Card.
Everything is changing, and your favorite hardware and home improvement store is getting with the program. We Buy You Sell is rolling out its new online shopping feature. If you go to our website, wbusbahamas.com, it's a quick and easy 3-step process. Step 1, browse the gallery and select your item. Step 2, add to cart. And Step 3, check out. Go to our website, wbusbahamas.com, to shop with us today.
You watch them grow and make plans for them even before they're old enough to talk. You spend a lifetime of sacrifice to pave the way for their success and create a tomorrow you too can be proud of. Can you tell who is the investor? At Leno, we believe everyone who has ever put a penny aside for a future dream is an investor. If you're new to investing, Leno's financial experts stand ready to design plans based on your goals. Let's sit down and explore the options one-on-one and see how, together, we can make your dreams come true. Whether considering traditional investments like a new home, car, your own business, security in retirement, or your child's college fund, we take the confusion out of the process and make an investor out of you. Call 396-3225 for an appointment. Leno, your bridge to the future.
Are you in a fight against debt? Or maybe you need financing for additional expenses? BOB is ready to fight for you. We are ready to rumble and help you knock out debt with the lowest consumer loan rates in the Bahamas on debt consolidation and easy top-up consumer loan. With BOB in your corner, debt doesn't stand a chance. Apply today for your BOB Easy Top-Up or Debt Consolidation Loan. Call 397-3000 or email us at loans@bankbahamas.com. BOB, your bank. Our solution.
So, D'Amica, I know it's your first day, but we need a few things for the office. We need notepads for the boardroom, paper clips, staplers, trash bins for new staff, a monitor for Jason in accounting, a case of pens, a box of copier paper, and Ted here needs a new desk chair. Oh, and glue. I'll need all of these by noon. Got it?
But where am I supposed to get all this stuff by noon?
John Bull Business Center.
John Bull Business Center?
Of course. And while you're there, I need 200 copies of this. And speak to Michelle about delivery of my furniture. I'm having my office remodeled.
Got it. Because they have a copy center and a contract furniture department. I knew that.
I think you might just work out.
Get everything your company needs in one convenient location. Check out the copy center and our contract furniture department. If you want to show everyone in the office you mean business, then there's only one place to go. John Bull Business Center. We mean business.
At BPL, we are champions of safety. There is nothing more important to us than the safety of our employees, our customers, and our communities throughout the Bahamas. Working safely begins with open communication. It's key to operating safely. Before we approach any project, we perform pre-job briefings to discuss any hazards, concerns, or dangers that could occur in the execution of our duties. Working safely, for me, means that my crews are issued with work permits before performing any task. We isolate our system and lock out, tag out. This signals to our crew that they are now safe to begin making any repair.
Sand dollar is the new digital Bahamian dollar created by the Central Bank of the Bahamas. It's just like physical cash, but safer and more convenient. Plus, the various Sand dollar-enabled apps are secure and easy to use on any Android or iOS device. Use Sand dollar for your personal and business transactions, whether by QR code, a short name, or even your Sand dollar card. You can send and receive Sand dollars safely with just a touch of a button. Sand dollar, the digital Bahamian dollar.
An independent investigation underway at the Water and Sewage Corporation to address the breaches associated with leaked files. It's a situation WSC General Manager Ellswood Donaldson has branded most unbecoming, unprofessional, and illegal, adding that the information is being totally misrepresented and laden with falsehoods and absolute lies. Donaldson is referring to widespread reports that the corporation issued bid contracts for contractors to undertake painting of works. In a two-page release addressing the issue, the general manager notes that at least 3 bids were submitted in all instances and that all those bids were reviewed and executive management made a recommendation to the board of directors. Donaldson stressing that the whole process is a transparent and arduous one, requiring multiple levels of due diligence and sign-offs, and that process was followed in every instance. The GM also sought to clarify that while attorney Alexandria Mackey initially interacted with the corporation as a legal agent for the company Elite Maintenance, at a later juncture, she advised that she was no longer authorized to act on behalf of the company and requested that WSC's records be amended to reflect the same. The corporation's executive chairman, Adrian Gibson, issuing a similar release, adding that at a later date, the company in question submitted a bid that went through the normal contracting process and found to be among the 3 lowest that were ultimately given work. However, Ms. Mackey was no longer involved with the company in any capacity. Gibson also going on the record to say he has no beneficial interest or any other interest in the company Elite Maintenance. The chairman, who has chalked up the allegations to dirty politics, insists that he will be undeterred in his pursuit of a second term. Executive Director of the Bahamas Agriculture and Marine Science Institute, Dr. Ravinia Hanna, sees BAMSI as a tool to assist in enhancing the country's agricultural sector. She says the institute, created in 2013, looks to build capacity of the sector while promoting economic empowerment through training and education. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, Hanna says the school's research farm had to take on a new role to keep Bahamians fed.
Weekly, we would produce thousands of pounds of fresh produce to really make it to those in need. And so as a result of that, we created our BAMSI, signature BAMSI boxes, our $20 BAMSI boxes that really give people access to fresh, nutritional food. And that is a problem that we're actually having in this country. Some people would say, but everybody has food, and that's not true. And what COVID and Dorian would have highlighted is that everybody doesn't have access to good food. The National Task Force would have said in a statement that they would have fed 1 in 4 Bahamians during this time. That's a lot. And even that number was an underestimation.
And it says hundreds of students have passed through the school since its creation, and it offers short courses, specialty training, in addition to 400 online courses and certifications.
Right now we have 10 degree programs, should you want a longer stay at Banzi. And so they are in various aspects, from agriculture, agronomy, animal science, agribusiness, business management, art in the environment, environmental science, marine science, and they're growing. So we're expecting to offer some additional associate degree programs come fall 2022, as well as some bachelor programs, because there has been an increase in demand for more high-level training.
Well, as we head to the break, we'd like to thank all our viewers watching us live on our social media platforms. So just in case you missed the news, be sure to head there to catch up. Stay with us. There's more after the break.
Everyone's excited about the $8 meal of the day. Every day, it's a different 6-inch sub, plus chips and a 20-ounce drink for just $8. That feels like fresh value. Come in any day of the week for one of your favorite 6-inch subs, like turkey breast, meatball marinara, sweet onion chicken teriyaki, black forest ham, Italian BMT, oven roasted chicken, and tuna. Then add chips and a 20-ounce drink, and you've got the $8 meal of the day. A great meal at a great price every day of the week, only at Subway.
Today is a day for fun. Today is a day for family. So why should yesterday's worries affect my today? That's why I insure my family with J.S. Johnson, because their mission is to provide us with the best insurance coverage possible. With J.S. Johnson, I know my family comes first, so I take comfort in knowing that they always have us covered, providing us with a great today and an even better tomorrow.
J.S. Johnson Insurance Agents and Brokers, giving you peace of mind.
Summer is here, and Shell presents a summer of fun. Win $30,000 in prizes when you spend $20 in fuel at any Shell location. Now through September 10th. Experience incredible hotel stays in the Family Islands and Nassau. Win thousands of dollars in fuel, groceries, and electronic devices. Fuel up today and submit your receipt by WhatsApp, email, and Facebook. Follow us on Facebook for more chances to win with Shell. Terms and conditions apply.
Every day, it takes a commitment to quality, a commitment to the people. Here at Impact, we commit to you, to providing you with the best, most efficient waste management service in the country. Across the Bahamas, every home and any event is within our reach. Let the fastest growing and most reliable team help keep your Bahamas clean. Impact Waste Management Company, committed to you.
Across the Bahamas, we're more connected than ever before as we upgrade and expand our network, elevating your connection with BTC Superfast Fiber Internet. More people can access the best high-speed internet on our upgraded all-fiber optic network, providing you with a better experience working remotely, learning virtually, accessing more from home, and connecting with more opportunities. Visit our website or any store to upgrade to our super-fast fiber internet experience on the Bahamas' best fiber network.
Join up for life insurance. Secure the ones that you love. Join up with Family Guardian. We offer full protection. Join the family. Join the family. Family Guardian. Protect the ones you love. A friend that you can
Scotia Family Guardian. Activate your power with the new Scotia Card MasterCard Debit for a chance to win a brand new 2021 Toyota RAV4. Every spend gives you an instant entry to qualify. Shop online, at the gas station, or at any POS machine for your chance to win. Competition runs from now until August 31. Activate your power and win with the new Scotia Card MasterCard Debit. Approved under Section 61G of the Gaming Act 2014. Applicable to Bahamas only.
When you want to save money on your tile supplies, who you gonna call? The Tile King. When you tile your house and you want to look good, who you gonna call? The Tile King.
Visit the new Tile King showroom, which is internationally recognized as the finest tile showroom in the Caribbean, located in the Builders Mall on Wolf Road.
The Tile King. Who you gonna call? The Tile King.
Tiles on everything.
The recent COVID-19 dashboard listing Acklands with 2 new COVID infections. However, Administrator Bradford McKinsey says that's not the case, and Acklands remains COVID-free at this time.
While it is true that those persons that tested positive for COVID-19 reside in Acklands, they were not on Acklands when they contracted the COVID-19. They were scheduled to return to Acklands, and that's when they went to do their tests, and their test came out positive. So I just want to clarify that to the general public and to pacify the Acklands people that we do not have any new COVID-19 cases on the island. We pray for a speedy recovery for those that were infected with the virus.
Well, it's time now for a check on Family Island weather, and for that we turn to Chief Meteorologist Basil Dean. Good evening, Basil.
Good evening, Makishla. Outside of our studios, we're under partly sunny skies with a temperature of 86 degrees, the relative humidity at 69%. We have north-northeast winds at 8 miles per hour, the barometric pressure 1,014.0 millibars, that's 29.94 inches, and the pressure is steady. Temperatures around the islands this evening, they are brought to you by Family Guardian Insurance Company. We're protecting you. 86 in Freeport, Grand Bahama, and Grand Turtle Key, Marshall, Babico, 84. 84 also in the Berry Islands and Alistown, Bimini. Harbor Island, 86. Rock Sound, Eleuthera, 84. 85 in Black Point, Exuma. Camp Space, St. Andrews at 85. Fresh Creek, Central Andrews, 84 degrees. 84 also in Otterstown, Cat Island. San Salvador and Rum Key, Georgetown, Exuma, 83. 84 in Ragged Island, Clarencetown, Long Island, and Crooked Island. Betsy Bay, Maguana, 83 degrees. Acklands, 83. Matthewtown, Unagua, 85. And the Turks and Caicos Islands at 83 degrees. And your boating forecast tonight is brought to you by Builders Mall, home of FYP, the Tile King, and the Paint Setter. In the northwestern islands, northeast wind speeds around 10 to 15 knots. They will be falling light and variable at times with wave heights 2 to 4 feet. Low tide at 9:03 tonight. In the central and southeastern islands, light and variable winds with flat seas 1 to 3 feet over the ocean. And then tomorrow through Wednesday, we're going to have light and variable winds throughout the 700 islands with flat sea condition, excellent boating conditions, low tide at 8:57 in the morning, high tide at 3:31 in the afternoon. And that's going to do it for your boating forecast. It's time now for your international temperatures, and they are brought to you by Royal Star Assurance.
Going back. No. I ain't going back. No. I done had one heart attack, so I ain't going back. I ain't going back. No, I ain't going back. She done give me heart attack, Jack. I ain't going back. It's not often I get the chance to have what I call a real romance. Hugging and kissing all the time. getting roach. Even
It's got to do it for you. International temperatures brought to you by Royal Star Assurance. But stay tuned. Your extended weather forecast is still ahead.
off my plate, you know I ain't going back.
Activate your power with the new Scotia Card MasterCard Debit. Experience the power of convenience with speedy payments made with a simple tap. Feel the power of safety with enhanced security from our chip and pin technology, which grants you extra protection at the ATM, online, and at point of sale protection. Your access is granted. Make purchases here or when you choose to travel with priceless MasterCard offers. Activate your power with the new Scotiabank MasterCard Debit Card.
Life is better with Rubis Rewards. Just fuel up and swipe for your chance to win free fuel, cash back in our stores, restaurant and store discounts from our partners, plus prizes and surprises. It doesn't get better than this. Your Rubis Reward tag is free at every Rubis service station in New Providence. Get yours today. Rubis, it's just better.
Almost every journey starts with your car. We spend most of the early stages of our lives anticipating getting our first set of wheels. When that moment finally comes, let AID be there for all your auto needs. Make it yours by accessorizing, maintaining, and repairing your car with AID. Whether you're a professional mechanic, a recent graduate, a full-time mom, or an I can fix that kind of guy. Or if you're completely clueless about what your car needs, AID will assist in providing a large variety of auto parts, a diagnostic center, and great customer service. For all life's auto journeys, we're here. AID, all you really need and more.
Hurricane season is upon us. Be prepared. BAF General can cover your home and belongings with an affordable and comprehensive hurricane plan. Remember, your home may be the largest investment ever. Keep it covered with BAF General Insurance this hurricane season.
BAF, that's BAF for life.
At Fourth Terrace Diagnostic Center, we provide imaging services to meet all your family's needs. Same goes for imaging at Grosvenor. We're the imaging experts. We never schedule multiple appointments, so you'll be in and out in no time. And if your initial screening reveals a concern, our radiology specialist can consult your doctor and conduct an alternative screening right then and there. Results are ready within 24 hours. Call 328-8157 to schedule an appointment at Fourth Terrace Diagnostic Center or Imaging at Grosvenor today.
Check off all your items at Super Value and Quality Supermarkets. Rainbow spaghetti and meatballs, 15-ounce, 99 cents. Felice ready cut macaroni, 14-ounce, 99 cents. Amarlanda fresh milk, 33.8 ounce, 2 for $2.75. Boneless strip steaks, $8.99 per pound. Yellow onions, 3-pound bag, $2.99. Open Monday through Saturday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. with double stamps on Sundays at Super Value and Quality Supermarkets.
Summer is here, and Shell presents a summer of fun. Win $30,000 in prizes when you spend $20 in fuel at any Shell location. Now through September 10th. Experience incredible hotel stays in the Family Islands and Nassau. Win thousands of dollars in fuel, groceries, and electronic devices. Fuel up today and submit your receipt by WhatsApp, email, and Facebook. Follow us on Facebook for more chances to win with Shell. Terms and conditions apply.
This is ZNS Total Sports.
Leading off sports news tonight is Major League Baseball. Yesterday, Jazz Chisholm Jr. and the Miami Marlins ended their 3-game series with the Cincinnati Reds with a 2-1 victory at Marlins Park. The Finns scored both runs in the first inning on a 2-run shot by right fielder Jesus Sanchez. In 3 at-bats, Jazz had no hits, runs, or runs batted in. The Finns won the series 2-1. Next up for the Marlins, a 3-game series versus the New York Mets at Citi Field starting tomorrow. In athletic news, last week we spoke with Junior World's team manager Nikita Charlton while in Africa about their travel update after competing at the games. At the time, there were reports of Team Bahamas being detained in Africa following claims that 9 members of the Jamaican team tested positive for COVID-19. Ms. Charlton said all team members tested negative for COVID-19 and that they were just waiting permission to enter the United States before returning home. Well, we can report to you that the team and officials are safely back here in the Bahamas. Hats off to all those who assisted the process.
This is ZNS Total Sports.
Activate your power with the new Scotia Card MasterCard Debit. Experience the power of convenience with speedy payments made with a simple tap. Feel the power of safety with enhanced security from our chip and pin technology, which grants you extra protection at the ATM, online, and at point of sale protection. Your access is granted. Make purchases here or when you choose to travel with priceless MasterCard offers. Activate your power with the new Scotiabank MasterCard Debit Card.
How the smartest shoppers are shopping in Nassau. Variety disposable products versus the other guys. $120.40 versus $150. Variety disposable products, 25% savings. Bingo, save $3. Padilla, save $2. Bounty hand towel, $1. And that's how the smartest shoppers saved over $30 on this cart at Variety Disposable.
It's Shay here, and welcome to our first installment of Alive's Community Corner. Not only is Alive a digital service provider, and beyond those great deals and services that we provide you, Alive is committed to the community. So here's a look at what we did for Mother's and Father's Day. This episode, and we look forward to sharing with you so many more of our community moments. So why Alive? Because you deserve it.
Simplify your life with Ship. Office, technology, available in 2 locations, Harbour Bay and Madeira Street, Nassau. We provide a variety of affordable electronics, including laptops, tablets, and much more. Our shipping department provides flexible and next-day shipping, with affordable rates as low as $1.49 per pound. Both locations have a wide range of services such as shipping, technology, and locksmithing. Our office rentals start as low as $450 a month. Visit our stores today and let us help you simplify your life.
Colon cancer is the 3rd most common cancer affecting Bahamians. Your risk of developing colon cancer is increased if you have a personal history of colorectal cancer or colon polyps, a family history of colon cancer, or inflammatory bowel diseases such as ulcerative colitis. Other factors that can increase your risk of developing colon cancer are low fiber, high fat diets, a sedentary lifestyle, obesity, smoking, and alcohol. You can take steps to reduce your risk of colon cancer by making specific lifestyle changes. Eat a variety of fruits, vegetables, and whole grains. These foods contain fiber, minerals, vitamins, and antioxidants, which may play a role in cancer prevention. Drink alcohol in moderation or not at all. Do not smoke. Exercise with a goal of getting in at least 30 minutes each day. If you've been inactive, start slowly and gradually build up to 30 minutes. Also, talk to your doctor before starting any exercise program. Maintain a healthy weight. If you're at a healthy weight, maintain it by combining a well-balanced diet with daily exercise. If you need to lose weight, ask your doctor about healthy ways to achieve your goal. Colon cancer screening can also help to prevent colon cancer or lead to its early detection when treatment is most effective. If you're 45 years or older, speak to your doctor about having a colonoscopy or some form of colon cancer screening that may be appropriate for you. I'm Dr. Eugene Marcus Cooper. Pay attention to your health. Get the facts and discuss colon cancer with your physician today.
This message is brought to you by the Ministry of Health in partnership with the Public Hospitals Authority.
What you see on this television station is governed by IRCA's Code of Practice for Content Regulation. The Code of Practice covers matters relating to program content that are of concern to the community, such as local content, news, current affairs, and programs for children, advertising, including political advertisements, and the responsibilities associated with broadcasting in the Bahamas. The code also covers aspects such as access services for the hearing and visually impaired, and the procedure for lodging a complaint about anything broadcasted by this television station. The code is available on IRCA's website at www.ircabahamas.bs. To receive a copy of the code by mail or in person, you may telephone IRCA at 242-393-0234. Family Island dialing is toll-free at 242-300-8722. Or you may send a request by email to info@ircabahamas.bs.
What I love most about working for the Bahamas Tonight is that we don't only focus on New Providence. We cover the entire Bahamas. We have a team here in the Northern Bahamas that is ready to bring you the stories, the people, and the news that matter to you. From point A to Z, from covering hurricanes to elections and everything in between.
What you see on this television station is governed by IRCA's Code of Practice for Content Regulation. The Code of Practice covers matters relating to program content that are of concern to the community, such as local content, news, current affairs, and programs for children, advertising, including political advertisements, and the responsibilities associated with broadcasting in the Bahamas. The code also covers aspects such as access services for the hearing and visually impaired, and the procedure for lodging a complaint about anything broadcasted by this television station. The code is available on IRCA's website at www.ircabahamas.bs. To receive a copy of the code by mail or in person, you may telephone IRCA at 242-393-0234. Family Island dialing is toll-free at 242-300-8722. Or you may send a request by email to info@ircabahamas.bs.
Time now for weather.
In our final look at weather, once dangerous Hurricane Ida, now a tropical depression over Mississippi, packing winds of only 35 miles per hour. Ida is moving towards the north-northeast at 9 miles per hour, and it will continue a more northeasterly track over the next several days, continuing to produce a heavy rainfall. And then we have another tropical storm Kate. This one is off there just to the east-northeast of the northern Leeward Islands. It's moving towards the north at 10 miles per hour, maximum sustained winds at 40 miles per hour, and we expect it to continue in that northward track over the next several days. So no problem for landmass with this system, as it is expected to pass well to the east of Bermuda sometime on Friday afternoon. Satellite picture showing a little bit of ribbon of clouds across the northwest Bahamas, and that could trigger 1 or 2 passing showers during the course of the night. Otherwise, partly cloudy conditions can be expected. Mainly clear with a spotty shower likely here in the capital with a low temperature of 79 degrees. And tomorrow it's going to be lots of sunshine with a stray shower still possible, though. High temperature about 88 degrees. Extended weather forecast apart from a passing shower tomorrow. We're looking for lots of sunshine in our forecast on Wednesday, and that will carry us right through the weekend.
Well, thanks, Basil. That does it for the Bahamas tonight. We thank you for continuing to make ZNS your #1 news and information network. Only the sun covers the Bahamas better than ZNS. On behalf of the entire team, thanks for watching and good night.
You're watching the ZNS Network, the People's Station.
When I started working on this documentary some 8 years ago, I was upset with myself because I'd never interviewed Andre Rogers. After all, I'm a journalist and he was my father. But it wasn't until recently that I realized that this was in fact a blessing in disguise. You see, Daddy was much too humble to adequately tell his own story. He played down every single one of his accomplishments. And this documentary would have been